Hey, this is Tom from IncidentalDog.com, home of the Incidental Dog movie podcast. Today is October 2nd, day 2 of my 30 Days of Madness project slash experiment slash self-imposed ordeal. Today's movie was, regrettably, Redneck Zombies from 1987. I'm not going to be making any jokes tonight. Um, I've sat through some pretty repugnant movies before. Sat through Wolf Creek, even though it made me feel ill and had to take a break halfway through. I sat through Crank, even though I wanted to walk out of the theater because it was a misogynistic piece of crap. But I stayed because I was writing a review of it. I sat through some pretty bad movies. This may be the first time I've ever turned a movie off halfway through. Not because it was an awful movie, which it was, one of the worst I've ever seen, and uniquely terrible. But it got to a point where I actually had a feeling of trepidation in my chest, a very real and visceral feeling that if I continue watching this movie, I was watching it with Steve and Albin, my cohorts from the podcast, and Albin was the lucky one because he fell asleep. Um, but yeah, I felt if I watched any more, I would, as Steven put it, uh, see things that could not be unseen. There was already stock footage of animal abuse, and there were supposed physical humor. One of the characters who wanted to desecrate a half-eaten corpse. It doesn't really matter. I don't feel like talking about it anymore. The point is, it was a repugnant movie, and I found it morally offensive. And I refused to sit through the rest of it. So that is all I'm going to say about that. Um, but on to the next thing. I'm going to pull a new movie out of here and let it be something that isn't going to make me want to run screaming into the night. Okay. Well, this says The Call of Cthulhu. Not sure if I'm really pronouncing that properly, but it's a pretty recent film, and it's billed as a silent film. It's from 2005. And if you know anything about that, it's based on H.P. Lovecraft mythology. So I've actually been looking forward to seeing this movie. So thank you, God, for this. Let's call it a respite, perhaps. But that's all I have for today. Join me tomorrow, and hopefully um, this will be a little bit more fun for me and for you.